computer. Oh, hi, VOD channel. Hydrate. Okay, on it. This is the reason why I have Chrome open, because without it, I can't do the requests. Hydrate complete. I do want to add more channel point redemptions, like clean up the ones that don't really get used, and add more interactive ones. Oh, I got mail right. I forgot about that. I did it right before, while I was in the game, while stream was starting, I checked into Genshin. I didn't do the Twitter notification. Huh. Maybe I should do that. Hold on. Hold on. That might be a good idea, honestly. Let me just do the Twitter post. Doesn't need hashtags or anything, just needs to be posted. Just let me create a new post. There. That works. Cool. Now close there. Alright. I really don't want to have to close Chrome. But if I have to close something, it might be one of the first things to go. Just saying. I'm closing a few other things in case maybe it'll help. Honestly, part of the reason I needed a new computer is just because I don't know what's gone on with this computer, but there's just a ton of things open all the time, and I'm too scared to close them, because who knows if they're important things. I don't. Any of them could be important, and I wouldn't know. And so I'm just not touching them, and just waiting for a new computer, so that, yeah. Oh gosh, did me closing that thing have more issues? I don't know. Hold on, let me get a traveler team out here. Natlin is coming soon. Sorry, that just clicked in my brain that Natlin is coming soon. One version after this version, and it'll be Natlin. That's crazy. I'm just like, Snezhnaya is so far away. Snezhnaya is next year. Guys. Snezhnaya is next year. Oh yeah, I put Sathos on here. Learning what to close and closing it. Let's see. I think that's just a good yeah, we can do this. Sure, I like Sethos. Okay, well... Since we're doing Navia's story quest... Since we are doing...
The Spina's on the case!
Her story quest... You're barely on the, Well, you gotta catch up, because Natlin's in a few months, and like 2-3 months? I think like August? No, not August. No way it's August. Is it August? It might be August. No. Stupid Game wants me to level up AR instead of continuing the story. It wants you to play the game. More hours in the game means something, apparently. I don't know. Most games I know of just get money based off of, or get things based off of installs, not amount of time played. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do Navia's story quest. We're gonna start with that. Available. You can tell how long it's been since I last did story quests. Because Navia came out so long ago. See, Xianyun was 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7. So this was 4.3. You have 2 questions, 3. Hit me. Sorry, I didn't know how to say that. Hit me. Shimmering Memories. Go to the Court of Fontaine. Not too far from that, actually. Oh yeah, I have a... Hold on. I wanted to do this. Hold on. Where... Do I not have it on this screen? I don't have it on this. Hold on. Browser. Add existing. This. As well as... this. I guess we'll put that there. That works. And this. Here. Oh, not. I didn't want to move that.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo.
What is this I'm moving? Oh, that's... Oh,
have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Oh, gosh. What did I do? I just wanted to move it. It can... go there. Cool. Have I seen the Firefly trailer? You mean the Myriad Celestia trailer? No. I have not. Not the Firefly one. If Firefly has a trailer, I haven't seen it. Which character is the most fun to play in Genshin? Ooh. Now that...
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
That can be entirely dependent on the person. There are really fun characters to play. I'll have to look at all of the characters. Thoughts on the new Fox guy for Honkai Star Rail? I am so glad they're adding a Foxian male. I have been waiting since the release of Xianzhou, since I've seen Foxian characters for a male Foxian character, playable character. And so I'm very excited. I'm going to be pulling for him. I am skipping the next version banners because, well, except for pulling for Ron May's Light Cone twice. But other than that, I'm skipping and waiting for Xiaoqi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Something like that. Xiaoqi? Xiaoqi? I don't know. I'll hear it in game to know how it's pronounced. Hello, Navia.
That voice! It's Navia!
Speaking of Navia, she's kind of fun to play. She does need a lot of
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
She needs a somewhat specific team to work well. Nivelette. I'm not sure if he's fun to play or if he's just really strong. But I like him. I like playing him. Just getting our daily dose of adventuring in. I thought pulling for Adventure, pulling for Firefly, but I need Jade. I was considering pulling for Firefly by the excuse of, oh, Sam's a man, kind of, technically, in a way, somehow. But that was mostly because I'm like, I need fire DPS. But, yes, Nivelette is the water cannon. But, if Jiaoqi is going to be fire, then I don't need Firefly. I don't need Firefly. If hopefully Jiaoqi is gonna do just fine for my fire needs, as well with along with Gwynipin.
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
He seems fire themed. Yes, that is his element. We know his element is fire.
Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster.
Jeez.
Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court
Sorry, I hit my
and
mic.
Poisson.
This is why I shouldn't be on this side. Wasn't Spina di Rosula affected too? Should you really be the ones offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well.
Navia looks like she has a gun. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that once I'm not in dialogue. I'll get back to poor Mike being mistreated.
our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
Okay.
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Fair enough.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president.
Yeah.
You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
She's been doing non-stop trips from here on Poisson, so...
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
I have heard, like, one thing about Navia's story quest, and that's that it was like an action movie or something. Yeah, she's the president of the Spina di Rosula. Which I don't know what that actually translates to, but it's the Poisson organization thing that she's the president of.
So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
That's true. And then?
And then, since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That's a mood.
That does sound like you, alright. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fisherman.
Okay.
While the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
How did you get that?
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you
Being able
might
to read your
forget what
handwriting
each
is
of these
overrated.
mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself.
I mean, I guess you're right.
I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
That sounds like me.
Now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most
I
of the
want to
things on
steal
the
her
list.
hat.
There are still
It is a really
few
cool hat.
symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
I think I've forgotten something, but I can't seem to remember. If you forgot, it's probably not important. Yeah, you're right. Something important.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Uh,
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for yourself?
ooh, sure. What's her vision? Geo.
You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just
Probably
catch a
the
boat
least
and
used
head
element.
over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden.
All about
but
brute force.
Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Hi, Crab. Welcome in. Things are going... Okay. If you're in my Discord or if you follow me on Twitter... Did I mention it on Twitter? I think I was meant to mention it on Twitter at least. But if you're in my Discord, then you know that it was... The AC broke. And it was really hot. The AC has since been fixed. It was fixed today, actually. I'm lucky I didn't have a stream planned yesterday. But then again, yesterday was my sister's birthday, and so that's the reason why I didn't have a stream planned. Which it was a good thing. They would have definitely clashed. Or almost definitely clashed. But still, I'm not sweating anymore. So that's good. And her birthday was fun. We had cake, but except it wasn't cake, it was brownies, because my mom was tired when she made them. But things are going a lot cooler. I also canceled Saturday's stream because it was too hot. And I almost canceled Friday's stream because it was too hot. But It's fixed now. So we're all good. We're fine and dandy. AC is on. My feet are cold. Because the vent is right at my feet. But yeah, it was going good. You're attacking me with a tomato? How could you? How could you? I'm waiting to hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, do I? Okay, it is here. There we go. The sound was just mega delayed. I think I have... Did you guys hear it? I wanna control audio via OBS. Yes, we'll do that. Advanced audio properties. Attack. Oh, monitor and output. There. Cool. Okay, I made it better at least. Even if you didn't hear it, it should be good now. Note, if you do redeem viewer attack, you need to go to the extension and throw it. Or overlay thing? I don't know. I don't know why the audio is mega delayed, but I think the audio works at least. Well, I didn't hear the audio that time, actually. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I send it. Maybe I turn that off. Maybe we keep it as it is. I wish I could throw cakes at Ether's face. I don't. What is the cake? Can you not throw the cake? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, well, I'd be interested in taking a look at the
Then let's
city,
go.
Town,
We'll take
whatever.
a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the
Almost said
Spina's boats.
Kayla's and was like, wait, that ain't good. Sure, sounds good to me.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Let's go. Skipping the line. I'm kidding. It's not skipping the line. It's not skipping the line if there's not a line to skip. At least to me, it only lets me throw things to your face. Interesting. Hold on. I want to... Let me try this. Can I... Do I get to... Hold on. Hold on. Viewer attack. I have 2 items? Why do I have I have multiple? What? Hold on. I have...
I really want
Did I redeem a book? I thought I redeemed a flower. What is going on? Hello? I can't drag it. I think it's just my mouse not liking me.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety
Hold on, let me
checks.
check my
We can
phone.
head out as soon as
Can
we
you
get
do
the
it on
green
mobile?
light.
I'm curious now, can I do it on mobile? Hold on. Hold on. Can I just go here and like pretend I'm watching my own stream? This. Viewer attack. Oh gosh, oh, hold on. Okay. My items, 3. Okay, here. Oh. Hold on, I heard that, but I didn't see it. Okay, I can do it anywhere. Hold on. Invalid zone? What do you mean invalid zone? It worked though. Oh, because it's the penguin. The penguin needs to be at the bottom. No, no. And then it slides all the way. Rigged? I just tap anywhere on the screen. I don't know. I don't do anything special. I'm glad that it does work on mobile, though. I'm glad it does work. I was worried about that.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Huh. Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson.
You know what? Fair enough.
You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Happy birthday. I need to know where that hit. Oh, it just hit. I think it was trying to hit Ether's face. Gotta love the lag, though. Woo. You know what? Screw it. Chrome. Bye. I can see what redeems you do, at least, through OBS. And in chat. If only he would turn around.
Yeah, that's
You
what
can throw a cake at
Paimon's
Paimon.
saying. The Aquabus
Or
is
something.
so convenient. It's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, sometimes that big also wouldn't have just... Something that big also wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point to having a 4th line.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought.
Paimon
My
isn't
father was
worth the
always
cake.
really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina
Yeah,
only
see,
went as far as
I
giving
feel
him
like the
advice
FPS
or
scared up
suggestions,
immediately when I closed
and
Chrome.
no farther. That included my mother
Chrome,
too.
the FPS grunt eater, nommer eater. Whoa. I don't know what I was saying, but okay.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Thanks, Leslie.
All right, then let's head out.
Boss, put your umbrella away. Rosa Multiflora Chapter Act 1, Braving the Tides Together.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Hello? I'm not on. Oh.
I'm sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
We're on a boat. That's why the audio is just playing. And it's not. Okay, now it's fine.
That's all right.
She is the
I've
umbrella
heard many
lady.
stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
Aww.
My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Oh.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
They were partners in multiple aspects.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
That's the thing. When something bad happens, and it happened
Silver
a long
once
time
said
ago.
that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into
When
the
something
world.
happened a long time
When
ago.
given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning.
You may wish that it would change.
So, I will always associate the line with her
Okay, I
in my
guess
heart.
they're just still talking. I can't
Over the
pause
past few weeks,
it.
I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and
I
memories,
can't pause it.
as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
As I was saying, I'm waiting for her to interrupt. Yeah, there we
I've
go.
lost many beloved people
I would have
and
started
memories to
talking
the
and then
sea.
she would interrupt me.
Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving.
But yeah, if something bad happens in the past, you may want to change it, but
The fact
don't know what your
change
life
that
would look.
they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Okay, I can talk for a bit. Okay, so
Always.
gosh
But no
dang
matter
it, I
what,
can't.
we can't change the past.
Did you miss them? Sorry, we'll say that's what I said. I'm like, my time to take a
I
break,
tell
but then
myself
they
that I need to
keep
keep
talking.
looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles.
She's doing it on purpose, I swear.
Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
If something bad happens in the past, light stuff on fire. Okay, now I can say. So, like, there are things that I wish I had done differently in the past, or scenarios that had had different outcomes. But I'm also content with where I
We've
am.
reached the shore.
Kind
Let's
of.
go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
And I'm worried about what my life would look like if those changes were made. 'Cause, like, I'm fine where I'm at. I'm content. Would I be content if I went down that other road? I have no clue. And so that's my way of getting myself out of, like, but if only this happened, because I don't know what would have happened, and it might have been worse. Who knows? If things hadn't happened the way it did, you would have been the same. Yeah.
Navia.
Wait, if things hadn't
Do you
happened
think she's
the way it
doing
did,
alright?
would I have been the same? That's the question. She seems to be managing. She's always been having to cope with one thing or another.
Okay. Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have been the same. No hablo inglés. Es bien. Yo hablo español. See, she's the umbrella lady. Anyway, you said she looked like she would have a gun.
Feeling lucky?
There's her gun.
Hey there!
It's a gunbrella. You should shoot someone. Is there anyone nearby to shoot? I killed birds. Look, we can do this. Hinterman. Okay, so you wanted to know who was fun. Okay. So, what is your idea of fun when it comes to Genshin characters? Or I guess characters that you play like Genshin. Because there are multiple things. My potentially didn't have the umbrella in the dialogue. That is true. Let's see. We're probably going to be looking at 5 stars. And probably a lot of newer ones. I love how it's just a dual blade when I don't have her. Fun to me? Okay, I do like playing Navia. Gaming is also really fun, as well as Xianyun. Xianyun's pretty fun. I don't have her, and I probably won't get her on this account, but she is still fun to play. I don't know if Nuvalet's fun to play, or if he's just strong and easy. Let's see. I would say Kaveh, but I just like Kaveh. I don't really like how he plays, though. Wanderer is pretty fun. Nilu's kind of fun. I have fun every time Bennett flies away when he doesn't have a shield. Nilu's pretty fun with her bloom thing. I don't know if I just like Tainari a lot, and he's really strong, at least my build, or if he's fun to play. It could be both. Hazo with his skill, that is fun. That is pretty fun. I'd say Yoimiya's pretty fun. Hu Tao, maybe? But yeah, fun characters. Well, let me look at 4 stars a bit more. I do mostly play 5 stars.
Toodaloo.
Sethos just has a very interesting playstyle. That's it. Chevros is fun to have on a team, not necessarily playing herself, though she does have a gun. A gun is an upside. Man, those are fun characters to play. Enter Poisson.
Waffle. Waffle.
Oh, actually, we can get Charlotte back out. Charlotte's not, like, particularly quote-unquote fun. I wish she was more fun. All this time I thought Kaveh was
Nearer
a
to the action
5
is
star.
closer to the truth.
Main reason being,
Hold that pose.
this is the main reason I want her on the team. Hold on, can I can't jump in this mode, but no, Kaveh's not a 5 star, but he is. Oh, speaking of characters, this banner right here. Green eyes, green eyes, green eyes, green eyes. What? Huh? What about what? Oh, Charlotte. Sorry. You just said what? I'm like, what? Nothing's out of the ordinary for me. But this banner is also the first banner, at least that I could see in all of Genshin's history, to have only male characters. If we don't count Clarand, this is the first banner to have all male characters ever in Genshin. That's crazy. Yeah, she can take pictures. If you have... That's Alt, not Z. Hold on. If you have this thing, if you have it on like this, and it's state like that, if you hold her skill, she goes into picture taking mode. Now you can have it on and just use it on a camera, but you can't move it and you can't use it in domains in that state. Maybe not even in combat. But still. Where is Enter Paul? Ah! Also, we need red wings ASAP. This is the real reason I want Natlin to come out. Red wings. We have no red wings and so many red characters. Stop crawling. Jeez. Whee. Last time I was here was Arlecchino's story quest.
Boss, you're back! Traveler in Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Thank you.
Oh, hey!
I was about to say welcome.
You again, Florent. Is it your
But
turn to take care of
I'm
Navia
the
now?
one being welcomed.
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Woo.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson.
Honestly, it doesn't look that different from when I last saw it. I don't think much has changed. I mean, I didn't notice anything really destroyed. And they're rebuilding it. And I think it's just gonna look the same way it always has looked.
Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Fair enough.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now.
Oh.
Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
What design do we want
You're
to use?
commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
Alright.
But since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
Fair enough, I guess.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Shouldn't Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
You're not causing people trouble.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey,
Alright.
there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Well, if that's what you think, I think it'll just be a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus.
Poses.
But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Am I going to be Mr. Callus and you're going to be Clementine? Me?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
You know, the more Navia talks to us, the more I think her partner things are less of like a, oh ho ho, we're partners in a like serious not in a business way, in a business sense, and more she's like, oh, my partner, as in romantic partner. She's literally like, hey, you pretend to be my dad and I'll be my mom. You know, a married couple. Let's pretend to be a married couple.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
See, the more you say that, the more I'm like, do you mean it as in business partners, or do you mean it as in you want to date the traveler?
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
She's down bad.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
No need, Charlotte's here. Not canonically, but she's here.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running this show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
Interesting.
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Alright, let's try for something imposing, looking out into the distance, or why don't we just strike a happy pose?
A happy pose? You mean something like we were
I hope
laughing
we get to
together
try
at a
all of
funny
them,
joke?
and then choose one.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Alright, so that's a no-go.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Who's talking and who's laughing?
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Okay. Ooh, I feel, ooh. Alright, so, not looking happy. Looking out into the distance or imposing, which one do we think is going to lead to the end? I could see either of them being the end result. I feel like looking to the distance is the one that's the least likely to be the final result. Because just looking out, just like...
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Happy Ether, let's go.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
There is a boat here.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Okay, then let's try for something imposing.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Oh my gosh, that actually looks amazing. That pose.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
See, I think this is the one that's going to be picked.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
The Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear. Neither of them will be seen to this day.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias.
Oh. Okay, that's a lot less threatening.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
I'm out of ideas. Take that pose! Nah. How long are we posing for?
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
I am the very famous Traveler.
Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl?
What
The
girl?
girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
No. I don't.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
She always believed that her father, Jacques was a good person. I don't remember this girl at all.
That's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too.
Fun.
I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Well, that's sweet of you.
But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
See, the excuse of you wouldn't forget it if it's important is completely bogus.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
I can go pick it up.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Hey, at least this way we got some cool pictures.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Yeah, we better keep these, please. At least some of them.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Coulter? Who are you?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Be dead?
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter.
Oh,
Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
you're in jail.
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
Poisson. I must go to Poisson.
You wouldn't
Primal
believe
urge.
how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
Don't tell me Melissa's dead.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is...
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago. But,
Okay.
looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Yeah, his name is actually Vache.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
I was in prison with you during that.
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Hard to describe.
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then.
Yeah.
First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
I'm a VIP.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
I am quite amazing.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
I just followed Navia's lead. All credit to Paimon.
Wait, now you suddenly resist taking a dig at Paimon?
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
No, do not bring them up. Do not. I'm gonna have to look at this.
About that.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before
They
you left.
went on a very long trip to a farm.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
Okay.
What did you say?
What did you say?
This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others,
Of course
including
Melissa.
Melissa,
Of course
also
Melissa
lost their
would know
lives in the
that.
disaster.
Malus and Melissa. Dead. They're just loose. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Don't make me cry. Dad, don't cry! Don't make me cry!
Hey, keep it together.
Raffi, the healer. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Hold on. Slash shout out. There. Woo. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome in. How was your stream? We're playing Navia's story quest right now. For the new people here, hello, my name is Amethyst Penguin. I'm a variety streamer. I play Genshin, Honkai, Star Rail, Minecraft, Stardew, and a bunch of other games. It's Pride Month and I'm doing my things. Hell, it's Penny. As in Penny Penguina? But hello, welcome in, Raffi, Momentai, which is which is Penny. oh gosh, ads. Rip. Whoops. Rip. That was not the best time. Rip, don't worry. Well, it's kind of good time and kind of not good time. Don't worry. You won't... welcome. Anyways. Sorry, you got trolled by an ad. Played Overwatch and lost horribly. Oh gosh. Hope I'm having a good stream. I am indeed having a good stream. Landon sent me a video while okay. Interesting. Anyways, but yeah, I am indeed having a good stream. Twitch ads are weird, so I could not tell you when you're going to be back. You could be back in a minute and a half, you could be back in less, you could be back in more. I could not tell you. I'll treat you like you're back when the ad is over on my side, but still, I should say, I am, lost horribly. I hope you enjoyed, though. Hope you enjoyed, though. It is obligatory that I do not continue the story while the ad is going, because people want to see the story, too. People want to see me, but they also want to see the story, and so they want to see me react to the story, and so I don't continue the story, so, yeah. Well, congrats. What? But again, thanks for the raid again. Ads should be over soon, TM. 10 seconds. Okay. So it is less than what my ad break told me. I don't know. Chit chats are just weird. They start. I don't know. They're just weird. They're weird. But now that you're out of ads, I don't know if you got to hear that, but hello, welcome Raiders. Sorry you got thrown like immediately into an ad. You got trolled. But welcome in, Raiders. If you didn't hear, I am Amethyst Penguin. I'm a variety streamer. I stream Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and just a ton of other games. So you'll just have to drop by and see what happens, what I stream, because I do lots of things. Tomorrow I'm doing a surprise stream that I don't even know what I'm going to do, but it'll be something and it'll be fun. I have ideas. I put it as surprise, but it's a surprise to me too because I didn't plan anything. I was just like, I'll put surprise because I don't want to plan anything right now, and I haven't planned anything since. But yeah, you said your stream is good. I'm glad. My stream is going really good. We're getting through my backlog of story quests because I've got a little bit too many of them. I've got 5 to do. I have not done story quests, or at least my story quest backlog is from all the way back in 4.3. That is when Navia's story quest came out. So anyways, yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Rafi. Much appreciated. And, yeah, we'll continue with the story. This guy's crying because he found out people died. Your raid kept me from breaking down in tears. Woo!
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Oh.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
There was a lot in the Fontaine Archon quests.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go sit down and chat. Talk to Coulter. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to talk. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do it. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to be there when we talk about what happened. We're sitting down on the ship. I think it looks like. I also have Lynette's hangout event to do, so I've got 6 things in the Genshin backlog. So we'll get through them this month. Maybe we'll get through some of them. Hopefully we can get through them before Natlin. Navia explains everything that has happened recently to Coulter. Okay. Okay.
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened.
Yep.
Has the world gone mad?
Yep. Had I not personally experienced all those events, I would also have found them very difficult to accept.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss.
Oh.
And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I guess we're still calling him Marcel. I don't know.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him.
It wasn't Marcel Vacher?
It's unconscionable to have received
Okay,
all that,
yeah.
and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
Was he going to do that? I'm gonna drop you a lurky since I gotta run. Yes, go take a rest from your own stream. And yes, it was nice seeing you again. Take a rest and enjoy your break. And thank you for the lurk, much appreciated. Again, thank you for the raid. Bye-bye. Rest well. Or do whatever you gotta do.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
Mm-hmm.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romu?
Romu? Romeo?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Oh gosh.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines.
Oh gosh.
Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships.
Alright.
Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line.
True.
But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spina di Rosula altogether,
Jeez.
and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Jeez.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right? Sorry, I can't just press space to choose that.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, I mean, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years.
Interesting.
But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis' side.
I think I would too, honestly. Think of the future, and not just our own town, but everyone.
I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I mean, it does have a lot going for it, but I don't know.
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion.
Oh?
They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
Wow.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
Jeez.
Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
I can definitely
So
see that.
that's what happened.
Interesting.
From that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again.
Damn.
Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
What does it mean to act in concert? Act together,
I've
I
also
guess?
heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Maybe this would have been some good information to let the president of the Spina di Rosula know a while ago. Maybe.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
That is
Good
true.
thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Sounds good.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk?
Not entirely sure I trust Coulter, but
I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
don't make me cry.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want
Works
to come with
for
me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Oh, of course. That's fine by me.
Cool.
Let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We want to see Adele cheer up. We want to see the future star of the Spina.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
I still don't know who Adele is. I don't remember this girl at all. Who's who's Adele? I do not remember her at all. Why was she important? Why was she in the quest? Why was she mentioned at all? I don't know.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Okay, I can't. Oh, wait, no. It would be better to just walk there, huh? Run. Swim, I guess. Don't, not run, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll be the cobbler.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
Oh, I also did do Arlecchino's story. That's the... Sorry, just randomly I realized I did do Arlecchino's story quest, but that is the only story quest that I have done that was released since 4.3.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Yeah.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court.
Jeez.
Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard.
Oh.
And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I
We
know.
still need to play
I
Arlecchino's
was just
story.
being a little nostalgic.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. I mostly did it to unlock the boss. Like, canonically unlock the boss. But it was also recent, and so I wanted to do it. But this time I just need to get through the story quest, so I'm starting with Navia's, who has been the furthest away. But I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was also very heavily promoted, and so I wanted to just get through it so that I didn't have to worry about seeing more about it. So, yeah.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
I'll take snacks.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's
Macarons.
been dreaming of them.
Ugh, macarons.
Yep, I
Ugh,
figured
those are
you wouldn't
so
say no to a few more.
good.
Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients,
I have the ingredients if you don't.
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
I have some in my inventory, I'm sure.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for
I
those.
am certain I have some in my inventory.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so he should have some stuff on hand.
I guarantee
that's
you I have
great.
flour
Then I'll
and
leave
sugar
the
on
ingredient
me.
gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
I should have the sugar and flour. Do I need to give you wheat and sweet flour? Could I not just give you sugar and flour?
How did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
Can I not just give you sugar and flour? Do I not have sugar and flour? Surely I do. Flour. Whoa, this is... Okay, flour. I have flour. I can give you flour. And I'm pretty sure I can give you sugar, too. Where's the sugar? Do I not have sugar? I'm being really adamant about this, even though I just have to give these ingredients that Yeah, I have sugar! What do you mean I have to give you this? Ugh. Fine. Take it. Imagine you'd use all your
All
wheat
done your part. Just
from
leave
everywhere
the rest to me.
for the thing. You'd have to go hunting down some wheat or wait until the next week for the stock to reset. Navia bakes a batch of macarons with her usual
Whoa,
ghetto.
these
Ghetto
macarons
or
look
get
and
up
taste
something.
magnificent. Your
Gusto.
cooking's as good as ever, Navia.
Completely wrong word. Oh, look at the little doggy. Anyways, yeah, macarons, amazing.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Maybe I should make some sometime.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
I want some
Have you two
macarons now.
seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
You really want to poach me from the Adventurers Guild, huh?
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together.
Yeah.
Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down.
It would.
Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
I'm pretty sure Navia's simping for us at this point. There's no way this isn't vaguely flirtatious. That's certainly one way of putting it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
Whoa.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
Let's drink primordial seawater. I'm kidding. Huh? I thought I heard something just now. Was it some small critter?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, on the toast!
Cheers!
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue.
Who's there? I'm kidding.
And may our friendship last until the end of time.
Who's in the bushes?
All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Darn horned lizard. Really nothing in this? Who? What was it? What was it? Was it the people? I bet it was Rauf. I don't know. Whatever that guy's name was, who hated us, apparently. Sorry, I needed to check. Are you people that are normally here? Corin, Gonorrhea, you seem fine. I've got my eye on you.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Oh.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yes.
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads.
That is true.
There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
The boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
That... Can't deny
Very
that.
well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Cool. Don't tell me we're gonna get jumped by that
Can
guy.
someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
Yes, me too, please.
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me.
Oh.
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and
Who
outgoing.
was her father?
It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person.
Who?
She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a
Duckwater
result,
Lily,
she
thank you
found
for the
all
follow.
the rest
Much
of the Spina
appreciated.
super scary as well.
Interesting. Who is this guy? Who is her dad? What?
But the Spina
feel like
is
I'm missing
very different
something.
now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended with similar circumstances.
Yeah, You could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time.
That penguin was so cute. The follow one? That might be the very same one that is the raid one. I don't know. I need to update them, honestly. But penguins are very cute. I will say that much. But who is this girl? Who is Adele?
She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could
You
lend
really
a hand
don't
to
know.
others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
I really have no clue who Adele
From the
is.
sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive.
Who are you?
She can commit to us once she's older.
Yeah.
And can really
Sorry.
make that decision for herself.
So I wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
Follow me. Someone's tailing us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
Coulter, please don't be in cahoots with the bad guy.
All right.
Please do not be bad. Please.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
There's multiple!
Stop right there!
There's so many of them! What are they doing? What are they doing? There's so many of them!
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Alright, trial Navia.
Bow your head.
Okay.
Cha!
Oh, you got her axe.
Watch out! Ha! Ha! Watch out!
Watch out!
Ha ha! Ah!
I don't think this is...
Cha!
Go!
Go! Water jet!
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
We've got people up above and down below as well.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken.
True.
Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We were looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Are you with that Rao guy?
Get revenge?
Romeo.
Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm down.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
You're lying.
Huh?
You followed us all the way here. There's more to this.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway.
Still.
Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
Good.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time.
I have connections.
Understood.
I have connections in the Fortress of Meripede and the Court of Fontaine. And in every other nation. You're not going anywhere. If something like this happens again, you are done for.
All right, we get it. Come on, let's go.
Cool. Glad we got that settled.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either.
Interesting.
If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
But if they come back at us again, we're gonna absolutely destroy them and send them to jail.
Yes.
And they're gonna be there
Plus,
for a while.
we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
And people going to jail.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
True.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Woo, let's
It's getting
go.
late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow.
Who grew up in the Fleuve Cendre? There was someone, a playable character
I'll also
who
ask
grew up
someone
there.
to write
Maybe
Florent
it
a
was
letter
Navia.
and inform him
I
of
think so. She
everything
grew
that
up in
happened here
Poisson.
today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
Yeah, but what about us?
We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though.
Fish.
Bet you there'll be
Oh.
people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
You're acting like we're gonna be on a boat.
That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Paimon, do you realize the pun you just made? You don't realize the pun you just made. All aboard the Fleuve Cendre. Spina di Rosula uniform gift box. Ooh, fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Navia prepared this gift, which contains a Spina di Rosula uniform for Adele. The dimensions are a bit large for Adele at present, but it works just fine for a promise. Okay, how... Sparkles. Thank you. Thank you, Sparkles. Where are we? Oh. Is this an entrance to the Fleuve Cendre? Oh, this is the entrance to the Fleuve... Okay. Ha! You know, I could have teleported down here. I realized that was an option. A little too late for it, though. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we're swimming. Maybe I can trigger it through the floor. I can! That's amazing.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
Interesting.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
I can
All
see
right.
that.
Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it.
Whoa.
You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
It's like a hotel here? What?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
I don't know. There was a name
Oh,
for it.
did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
She's kidding, Paimon.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Lost and inherited. Sit inside and wait for the banquet to begin. Okay. No, sorry for bothering you. I got... Where do I sit? Just anywhere? Okay. You enjoy a fantastic meal as well as a wonderful performance, something. As things slow down, you soon hear a knock at your door.
Are you asleep yet?
Did something happen?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
That's a very Navi thing to
Wanna
do.
go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
You're good.
Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired.
I can
Just
fish.
think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound?
I will fish.
Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
So I can fish. I'll fish whether you want me to or not, Navia. You invited me. I'm going to fish. I'm going to fish, Navia. Anyways. If you don't let me fish here, I'm going to go somewhere else and fish. Maybe. Probably not, but... we can pretend. Wow, I'm a dolphin. A pretty good dolphin. Oh, okay. Automatic fishing rods much?
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
Automation is more efficient, but I like Paimon's method.
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
There's a next time?
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mother?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood.
Oh.
All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. You were a troublesome child. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Oh.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me.
Oh.
I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Navia. It still must be really hard for you.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
I was gonna say, do you ever plan to talk about sad things? But, I mean, yes.
Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least.
That's fair.
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
Let me reel it in.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
After some time, you finally manage to reel in the prize catch together. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch. Well, for some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers the real reason to the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
She didn't attach a hook.
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Uh-oh.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today.
See you tomorrow, Navia.
See you tomorrow.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Navia better frickin' still be there. Okay, good.
So, how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
And just where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
We are both unamused.
Anyway, let's head out. I'll
Anyway.
arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
Oh, is she in Poisson?
I hope so too.
Oh. No. Oh, I got a recipe. Are those guys... Anyways, my commissions. It took me this long to realize I had commissions that were completed.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
Anyways. Anyways. Back to the story. Because there's a story in this game. We're following a story.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Hello again. I don't remember you in the
Oh,
slightest.
it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
Who's Jacques?
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
Hold on.
You're truly just
Why
like
do
the
we
great
know
heroes
these
of
people?
legend.
Hold on. What was Jacques accused of? What? Hold on. Jacques. Genshin. Not Genin, Genshin. Genshin. Oh, he was involved in the synth business? Oh, he died before. Okay. He had moral qualms and regrets after seeing since the story of the life of Maria Callis once approached him in a business in an attempt to put an end to the synth business and gain blah, 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 blah. Oh, he was shot in... Oh! Oh! He's that guy! He's the guy that also died with Callus. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Oh. Can I...
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed.
It's a promise.
But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as
So-
fast as I can.
When she's a teenager, question mark?
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously.
Of course.
Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Oh.
Boss!
Florent, yes?
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Oh, gosh.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday.
Okay.
But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them.
Jeez.
We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Oh, jeez.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Maybe.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, could that mean...
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Jeez.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the aquabus was the source of their contention.
One of the aquabuses is kind of already blown
If
up.
they manage to blow up the aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Oh, no.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
That's the thing about grudges. They're not logical. Well, the grudge itself can be logical. But actions aren't always logical. We have to stop them.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by.
Yeah.
We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Okay.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
Alright.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you?
Yes.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
That would... yeah.
Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Got it.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
No!
Watch out, boss!
Uh-oh. I knew it! He was with them all along. Back to the fortress with you.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? so that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Jeez.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Why?
Better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Jeez.
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
Elaborate.
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened, and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
I think he's a little cuckoo.
I once
hitting
loved the
her weak
Spina and
spots.
Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child?
Navia, no.
That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Navia.
Have you ever considered that? Maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Oh.
But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Oh.
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
Oh. Adele.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
I think that's called having a crush, Adele, but whatever.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Beat him the heck up.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
One-on-one fight? One-on-one fight, let's go.
Coming at ya! Ha! Ah! Coming at ya!
Coulter, person living in the past. We want you dead the most.
Attack! That's the way. Ha! 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 Coming at ya!
Coming at ya! Attack! Oh, we're in an ad. No one said it.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople.
I was also on autoplay, forgot a part of that. Whoops, we're in an ad. We'll let the ad finish. Whoops. This is why I need the thing. This is why I need Chrome open, but the Chrome's just so lagging. Sorry. Anyways, we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that at all. That's the wrong word. And you don't need to know what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay then. All right. You kind of missed a bit. Clement, whatever that guy's name was, turned on us, and yeah.
If you find
Coulter.
any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it.
Good job.
Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
Oh, that's such a real response. A short while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
True. Reach the target location. Oh, okay.
Settle down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Watch out!
Bow your head.
We certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
You can turn this thing off.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it? Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
What's this? A keyhole?
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
Could it be some kind of keyhole?
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Alright. Mora.
Let me turn this guy over. He's super heavy. He could probably eat a whole Paimon just for breakfast.
Search. I guess more, strangely shaped key.
You found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right?
Let's take out the key.
Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
Can we take out the key? We should still check out the perimeter just in case.
Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere too. Let's go.
Can we take out the key? Don't leave the key in there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
They're gonna bury Rosula!
Jeez! Oh, and switch to Geo. That didn't do much. Maybe. See, the Traveler could canonically just switch at will.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
Gunbrella, go! That music, though? Okay. Oh, that was stressful. Having been alerted, members of Maison Gardiennage arrive at the scene a short time later and take Romeo and all of his followers into custody.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
Yeah.
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
Absolutely.
All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
You were.
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
Feeling a bit fatigued?
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Interesting. Why did they just casually hide this little bit of lore? That using too much elemental energy can exhaust you. Using your vision too much can exhaust you.
But
Interesting.
you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
That's good.
Got it. That's good at least.
Yeah. Take Coulter
Coulter.
away. I want him out of my sight.
I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the aquabus routes.
Oh.
So that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
Oh.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
She still has sympathy for this guy?
Thank
I
you,
don't
Navia.
really have sympathy for this guy. Are we supposed to feel bad for him? He did try to kill Navia. And talked absolute garbage about her to her face.
As I thought. Boss really is
He
a
doesn't
kind
deserve
and
sympathy.
gentle
I'm not
person.
giving him any.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person.
Oh.
Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon.
Anytime within us being in this world, probably.
If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Oh yeah.
Just give her some time.
It's okay. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left.
I can give you a hand.
Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Depends on how you define partner.
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Oh. Don't make me ship Navia and Traveler, please.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better
I
after
have too
taking
many
a break?
Traveler ships.
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird, that's true, but that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Oh.
Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Yes, it has.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough.
Yeah.
No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Yeah.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Oh?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Oh?
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Sounds like it, at least. Go with Navia to see the surprise. No, I shouldn't be Navia. She needs a break. I'll be the Traveler. Traveler carrying Navia. Sorpresa! ¿Dónde está la sorpresa? Oh, it's on the ship. Okay. Oh.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished. But special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Oh?
Do I really look that bad?
Honestly, yeah.
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
It's the statue, isn't it? With Navia! That's the design for the statue, isn't it?
This is...
The design for the statue.
Papa, Mother, and me.
Yeah.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow! This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working.
Oh.
We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Aww.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Aww.
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I
Aww.
don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We are gathered here today to tell our boss
It really is so sweet.
that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly.
Aww.
I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
I will also always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Ah, that's sweet. Aww. Braving the tides together. Aww. That's so sweet. There's a cat? Why, since when was there a cat here? Hey Navia, how you doing?
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you.
Aw.
Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
About asking, do you really see me as your partner?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me.
You do like me in that way,
Forget it
though,
now.
do
Please
you?
forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
You like us.
It seems like I started to question. Looking back on it, I am
About
honestly
Clementine.
You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
Yeah.
It seems like I started to... Looking back on it...
About the gift
I'm
from the
honestly
townspeople.
I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos.
Your family portrait is about to be a statue.
I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
Aww. That was really wholesome. Alright, do we have time to do another one? I don't think we do. I want to just go through all of them, but I know I'm not gonna have time. If I had to start one, I'd probably have to end it in the middle because I don't want to go to bed at 3 a.m. And I'd like to have some time after stream to wind down and get ready for bed. Could do Lynette's hangout or one ending, but I'm not sure. Maybe that'll be the surprise tomorrow. Doing more Genshin. I just also have to make dinner tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. That was a great story quest, though. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That really was like an action movie. I'm curious if anything actually changed, or if it just seemed like it changed. I doubt anything actually changed. The trees all seem intact. Nothing seems amiss, so I think it was just for the cutscene. Yeah, looks like it was just for the cutscene. And the thing over here is probably also just non-existent. Where was it? Was it right here? Oh, it was this close, was it? I think it was... I'm sorry, what is this doing here? Was this in that... Was this inside? Did I get that from one of the people? This must have been where it was if there was just that laying on the ground. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. I'll probably come back to Genshin tomorrow because there is still 4 more quests to do and a hangout event. I do need to do this though. I've got 4 more to do. 4.7, 4.6, there was another one in 4.6. 4.3, 4, 5. 4.5 and 4.4. When did Lynette's hangout event come out? I don't actually know. I don't remember. It came out a while ago. But I could do it. I could do this tomorrow maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A leisure. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. Anyways, I'm thinking that's gonna be it for today because I don't want to be drained of energy. So it'll be a shorter one today. because I don't want to be going to bed at 2 or I don't want to end stream at 2 a.m. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, are there bubbles here? Is this a puzzle that I didn't complete? Sorry. Is this a puzzle I haven't done? I think this is a puzzle I haven't done. What? Huh? Okay. Puzzle. Alright then. Okay. I have so many just random pins that are just chests. There's puzzle question mark over here. I've got 2 time trials here. Where... Oh, I think it was, like, here, maybe? There's pin and pin. Ah, yes. Okay, I did not do a good job of doing those. Oh, there's a Sealy here. I think this... Yeah, that was this pre-update. Was there something else? I swear there were other things. What's this? You're not... Okay, cool. I need to label my pins more. Or my old pins. There's these things, maybe. What's this? Quest? Okay. What is this? Oh, unusual hilly trail. Okay. Then we get into, like, places with unusual hilly trails, and I mark them as unusual hilly trails. Is this an unusual hilly trail? I don't think it is. I think the unusual hilly trail is somewhere else around here. Yeah. I've labeled a few things. Apparently Natlin is going to be, like, over here, which kind of makes sense. But, yeah. I'll need to go through my pins and go check them out. Check out the ones that are unnamed and get the chests from those at one point, but... Anyways... That is going to be it for today's stream. If you enjoy, please do drop a follow if you haven't already. Check out ! Socials and ! YouTube for all those fancy links. I dropped something. It's fine. And I will see you all in the next one. I need to work on getting YouTube videos. I need to work on that. I've got videos ready to go, and I just haven't uploaded them. Maybe I'll do that tonight. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Thank you for dropping on by. We're gonna send out a raid, maybe, question mark. No guarantee. No guarantee. Oh, I didn't put drops in the title, huh? Following. And this. Ooh, who are you? Why did I follow you? Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Let me just, remove selected. Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, tomorrow, surprise, it's probably going to be more Genshin because I do have more to do. It's probably either going to be Genshin or Honkai. It might be Minecraft. It might be something completely different. I got whatever. It could be anything. I don't even know. It's not set as anything. It's not set in stone. It might be Genshin. Might be something else. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. If not, I can all see you in the Discord, or next time I see you, I'll see you whenever I see you. Bye bye. Bye bye. If I can end, there we go.